Are we live?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we are live. Welcome to the Rainbow Friday Support Live. Lee, make sure your face is more up. I want to see more you. There's you. Okay, good. Better. This is the Rainbow Support Group live on Friday. We do them every other Friday now. During the pandemic for 2020, we did them every Friday, and then we spaced them out. You can find us at www.rainbowsupportgroupsc.com or www.rainbowsupportgroupsc.org. Either one will take you to our website. We also have 3 Facebook connections for you. We've got 2 groups and 1 page. 2 of them are open to the general public. 1 of them you have to be accepted to come in. That way you can feel more safe about talking about things if you want to. We are an LGBT support group based out of South Carolina in Spartanburg, but we are global, aren't we? We're everywhere. We are everywhere now. So you can find us and connect with us, and you can get resources or whatever. Please check out our website. Lots of work has gone into that to provide things to you to find things easily for the LGBT. Lee, I lost you again. There
Sorry.
you go. There you go. Now, on there, we also have sponsors that carried us through the year 2020, and we extended their time to 2021. We have 3 of them right now. We have, really 4. We have 4 of them. We have Out of Bounds, which is the largest and last LGBT supply store out of South Carolina. They are based out of Greenville, South Carolina, and you can go to our business partners page and click on the link on our website. And there, if you go to their logo, just click their logo, and Lee's got it set up to where that'll take you right to their online store, and you can deal directly with them. Our second one is Amaryllis Mental Health out of Greer, South Carolina, founded by LGBT for LGBT. So if you have any qualms about mental health and any problems you might have with discrimination, you don't have to worry about that at Amaryllis, not at all. And then the third one is Carolina Partners Insurance out of Atlanta. You can contact them through our website as well. And then we have the other one. Hang on, I have a business card. Oh, please. Okay. All right. Oops. Okay. And the fourth one, which we don't have on the website yet, is World Finance. Princess Mocha works for this company doing taxes. They donated $100 worth of supplies for Operation Elf. And they also have said that for all of the taxes, that if you say Kim Williams and Princess Mocha sent you, they will donate $10 to the Rainbow Support Group. So please do. If you need your taxes done, this will be on our website. You can click on here and just mention Kim Williams and Princess Mocha, and and the Rainbow will get $10. I'm really excited about that. I think that's great that a finance company would do that. Don't you, Lee?
Yes.
I think that's wicked cool. I think that's wicked cool. So there's the 4 of them. Now, today, Lee and I are kind of like doing the backup thing again because Princess Mocha was going to be here, but just like I told you, it's tax season. So she's late. If she's even going to show up. Okay, so they can't keep her too much past 7, though. I mean, they have to let her out sometime. So she probably will be joining us shortly. I'm not sure when. And by the way, I haven't checked into this yet. And there we go. Oh, now we need to make you be quiet. All right, Sherry. Hey guys, I'm off today. Okay, Sherry's there. Sherry, I just got into this thing. There it is. There it is. I just got in to see that you're talking to us. Hello, and how are you? And how is the COVID world? We would love some updates. Remember, I do use you a lot for that. Because you are out there in the real world. You and Travis Ramsey, both of you guys. I listen to what you guys have to say. and of course, the CDC. And they say that, things are happening. But Sherry, you had to have already gotten your vaccine because you're an EMS, right? I mean, I don't know though. Hi, Dole Wheatley. How are you, dear Atlanta? Um, so what was Mocha and I going to talk about? Oh, Operation Elf, Lee. That was great. We can talk about Operation Elf. Operation Elf was great. And those of you that have listened through last year know that I'm the nervous ninny. I'm the one that always says, it's not going to work out. We're not going to raise enough money. We're not going to be able to do what we need to do. Well, of course, that was me. And somehow the universe really provided amazing things. And we were able to supply so much stuff to so many. But what I liked the most was number one, we were able to get close enough to be around each other. And I want you to know that that was great. Okay. So for all of you that missed coming to the event, we were COVID safe, we were separate. But it was nice looking over and seeing Lee. Wasn't it great seeing everybody, Lee? Or I could see Tessa. Like I was so happy to be able to see my people. It was great. I loved it. And the people on the street that are keeping the COVID people in the same hospital. Oh, well, okay. I guess that's good. Kind of gross, kind of way. Am in the clear. Okay, but what about these new variants? Is that going to affect your vaccine? Is your vaccine going to cover for those variants? I'm I know you took a vaccine and the vaccine was based on the COVID that we had up to that point. But now they're talking other COVIDs type thing, right? So does this vaccine take care of you through that too? I need to know. I need to know these things. But unless you have insurance or money, you're not going to get them anyway. I mean, because I found out, what I found out? The vaccine itself is free. They don't know that. Okay, lab rat. I love you, Sherry. We're all lab rats. So we are. Um, I mean, it is, and what else would we do? I'm not bitching. I'm not saying that that's not what we should do, but that's where we are with that. But the thing is that the vaccines themselves have been supplied by the government, but where you go to get it, they have the right to charge you for it. No, it is, but so if I walk in, can I just get it? I mean, and not only that, I read though that I'm an essential worker. I'm a DoorDash driver, and they said that I can get it like now. That I want to. I think I need to. I need to. But if it's free, like I have no insurance and no money and no doctor. Okay, can I have one?
Yeah, register at DHEC because they also do free testing.
Okay. Well then, my secretary can take care of that. Okay. Okay, Sherry. Okay, cool, Sherry. Okay, because look, y'all know that I don't have the news. I don't have TV. I have TV.
Buy
I
an
just watch. Right. So you got to let me know these things. Yes, register. Sherry and Lee are on it. Okay, Sherry, I'm putting Lee in charge of it. He got it. Okay, because that's why I have y'all. But anyway, Operation Alf. Very amazing how blessed we all are. And I have to tell y'all that. And I need y'all, anybody watching this, anybody anywhere watching this, look around yourself. Are you warm? Are you warm? That day was so cold, and it was cold in the wind. Like the sun came out and it was nice, but you could feel the cold in the wind and the rain, and the rain made everything even colder. And these people were living, not visiting like we were. And here we were. We are so spoiled. So we meet at the QT, and me and my daughter, we talk about how we're dressed. And we got 2 pairs of pants on. She had 3 coats on. We had extra shirts on. We had our gloves. We were ready. Okay. We were going to go into the cold and help these people. And she came to me later after she had given away her coats to these people. She couldn't understand how come the cities aren't helping them. And I said, because they don't like them and they want them to go away. And she said, but where are they supposed to go? And we said, we don't know where they're supposed to go. And we don't have any place to put them anywhere. Hi, Tessa. So Tessa spent a lot of time with my daughter trying to, love her and let her know that the homeless situation is very bad. We are very aware of that. We have no answers for all of that. But those people were so thankful for everything that we did. And all of it was gone. The food, the hygiene bags, all of it gone. Absolutely lovely year of an event. Very thankful people. The people doing the event, the Rainbow Board and Kimberly and the people that came with us, they really felt great when they left, that they had actually made a difference, that they saw it, that they witnessed it, that they hugged these people. When we told them that we had masks for them, and they thought it was just like garbage at first. And then I'd say, no, look, there's a heating blanket in here, and there's a rain poncho in here, and there's stuff. They're like, oh, and I'm like, yes, and there's mask in here and hand sanitizers in here. We're trying to help you in this nightmare that we all got going on here. And it was great. It was. Yes, Tessa, it's terrible to say that it was a blast, but that's what I started off with. That yes, it was a horrible event. It's horrible that we have to do that. It was gigantic, a mess. Um, yeah, I know. I know. Heron Circle is bad overall, all the time. That's where they used to hang out, and then they demolished some of those hotels. So they have nowhere to go. And then it's back to that thing of, how do you actually help the homeless? What Tessa and I talked about a couple of weeks ago was we've got to find a way to help them better their situation. Like maybe we could help them fill out applications, or I don't know. I don't know. Giving them food once a year, keeping them dry and warm is a good thing. It is. But that's just leaving them where they are. I would like to find a way to help them in their situation, not just keep them there, but help them. We need to get together and find out why. But I did say that it was a blast, Tessa, saying that it was great seeing y'all and being able to hug you and being able to touch you. It was lovely. I swear, poor Tessa, I must have kissed her 32 times. Lee too. Lee too. It was just terrible. It was just terrible. I was all over these people. At least they know they're hi Mocha. At least we know they're loved. They know that they're loved because I was stupid. I was stupid. Yes, but it was lovely seeing people, which is what Mocha and I talked about. Where's my phone? Oh, I'm using my phone. I want to say it's the 28th. Lee, what is the last Sunday in February? No, no, was it? Mm, I need a calendar.
The 28th.
28th, we were going to do it. Yeah, because we got to do it. The 28th is hiking. Hiking. And that's another opportunity for all of us to get together in a safe, find out where the homeless shelters are, and then a card with addresses. Sherry, there are none. That's the problem. Okay, what's happening now? Are you ready for a homeless update? The homeless update, Sherry, is very heartbreaking. Where we sat up was right outside of Miracle Hill in Spartanburg, which, just like Greenville and other cities, it's the same thing happening. Because of COVID, the homeless have increased, meaning there are no more beds at the mission. And they've even changed the hours of when they have to leave and when they can go due to COVID. So there are more people that are on overflow that have nowhere to go. This is common now. That's why it was a heartbreak when the city broke down in Spartanburg, when they broke down the tent city, because that's where they were going. And they could be dry and they could be safely together. They broke that all up and now they're wandering again. So yeah, pretty horrible shit. So yeah, that's what broke Kimber's heart was, well, where do they go? And why do the cops make them leave? And they don't like them. They want them to just leave their city. Well, where are they supposed to go? They don't care. That's why we're here taking care of them the best that we can, because there is nowhere for them to go, Sherry. It is so heartbreaking, and we just need to be blessed and grateful for where we all are. Um, if you have, I carry things in my car. I carry water bags, maybe a blanket, maybe something, a toothbrush, an extra whatever in my car. And when I see them, I give them what I can. Mocha and I have talked several times about how we're seeing it now, but that we expect an increase in the homeless, especially in the next 6 months or so. Me in my world, right here in my little apartment, not just the apartments themselves, but my apartment unit right here, my neighbor next door came over Friday wanting to know if I wanted to buy any of her stuff because she had to be out by Sunday because of COVID. She had gotten sick and she couldn't catch up on her bills. And I said, well, aren't they working with you? And she said, they worked with me as much as they could. And now I have to go back to Michigan. So she left for Michigan. So now that's saying she was blessed in having a place to go. Okay. But what if you didn't have family? Okay. Where would she have gone? She would have gone to the street. So very serious stuff. The homeless is not a joke situation. And why do people end up homeless? I've actually heard people over the years. Now, they haven't said it to me in recent years, but in the beginning they did. And then I guess by getting mean, they quit asking. Um, it's your fault you're homeless. You deserve to be homeless because of something you did. No, that is not true. All of us are one check away from being homeless. Period. I don't care what you got to say. Okay, you could lose your car, get sick, and then what? Sure hope you got savings. What if you don't? Okay, well, the rest of the world doesn't have any savings either, so they're not going to be able to give you money. So guess what, babe? If you don't have nowhere to go, you're homeless. Just like that. Just like that. And it is so, once you get down so far, it is so far to get back up. The simple thing of just getting a shower. But Mocha and I found out that for $10 a month, you can buy who would have known this knowledge? This is good homeless knowledge that we learned from a homeless person. For $10, you can go to like Planet Fitness and stuff, and you can pay for a membership, and then you can take a shower every day. That would be great, Sherry, but you don't even need to put our email or anything in there. What I said to, look, I'm yelling at her like she can't hear me. Sherry. um, Sherry, you don't need to put our name in there or anything. That's a human thing to do. You can if you want to. But what Mocha and I had to remember is remember some of these people can't read. You know, giving them a bunch of words might just be a bunch of words. So it doesn't really matter. My new 20-foot trailer. Oh, cool. Doing winter camping. Nice. 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 Together. Together. See, we're going to do something. We got to do something together. This getting together thing we've got to do. And we've got to do it safe and we got to do it smart. we're going to use masks. We do have spray stuff. We do have hand sanitizer stuff. We have all of that. We'll keep distance. It'll be in the woods. So it's the last Sunday in February, y'all. And we're going to go hiking, period. Period. Now, transportation, we discussed it. Everybody needs to stick to their COVID family groups. Like if Lee brought his mom or whatever, that would be cool in his car because him and his mom been hanging out. Okay, if Mocha brought Jacob, that'd be cool. Her and Jacob have been hanging out. Okay, that's fine. Um, I just don't think that if you haven't been hanging out with these people, and you, I don't, I don't think we should all share cars. That's what I'm getting to. I don't think that we should share cars with each other um, because of COVID. So it's not going to be like a normal rainbow event to where we all are together. Sherry, it's so funny. You got to back up because you and me, boy, we care and hardcore. Um, Simple things. When you get up in the morning, what do you want? A nice clean washcloth to wash your face with or your butt, either way. Um, Toothbrush, toothpaste, smelly good stuff. We got them some lotion that smelled good. We got them hand sanitizers, a couple masks. What else was in there, Lee? Shampoo and soap, a razor, so they could shave. We even put two this year. Um, Razor, soap, and then we bought that extra cool stuff. The heating blanket was in there, but then on some of them we just used regular blankets. And then we had the rain poncho, only cost $1, man. I'm telling you, I even helped one girl put it on. It was so rainy. I'm standing out there without one and I'm putting one on her. And I'm like, Kim, you're such a nerd. But I was crying because she was so homeless and it was so cold and it was raining so hard. That's before everybody got there. Like, I'm like, ma'am, can I please give this to you? It was Operation Alpha is very hard. If you did not participate this year, please join us next year. Help us get stuff together. Help us do that kind of thing. It's very important. And just like Sherry said, for you guys, put your bags together. It's very simple. And remember, if you don't have all of those things, that was a lot this year. I was very proud of the Rainbow to have such big hygiene bags. In the beginning years, we didn't. We had very few things. Toothpaste, toothbrush, washcloths, soap, those things, but not everything that we had this year. This was great. I was very proud of everyone. Thank you for everyone who donated. It was absolutely wonderful. And we couldn't have done it without that. Remember, the Rainbow Support Group functions 100% on donations. If you're not donating it, we're not giving it. Okay. And what they get is what y'all have given us. So it's huge. Y'all were great. So, what do you think about Operation Elf? You've never done that with us, Lee.
It was amazing.
Was it amazing?
It was.
Kind of
Those
wild, though,
people
isn't
were
it?
like, they were grateful. They were very grateful for it.
Amazing. Amazing. And so grateful. Like, you would have thought we gave them a boat
Mhm.
or a house or like really helped them. And it made me feel even worse because they're so thankful. And I'm like, but we're really not giving you anything. And they love the bananas.
Mhm.
The
Glad you got the
bananas.
extra bananas too.
Yeah, the bananas was a good idea.
They
They
wanted
need
more.
vitamins. They need vitamins. They need vitamins, for God's sake. We even gave them peppermint candies just in case they had stanky breath.
Mm.
We wanted them to feel better in a moment. And the rainbow did that and y'all did that. And the I'm proud of the rainbow, period. I'm proud of everyone. And the board. The board didn't get any practice this year in 2020. I'm sorry, I smoke. Um, for working, for the rainbow, and we didn't get to do any prides or any crazy stuff. So Operation Elf, we had to get up at the crack of dawn. They didn't like me very much, but it was okay from a COVID that was really sick. And then what happened to her? Oh, shit. Okay, I love you, Sherry. That was lovely. And then my heart said, but don't COVID patients stay sick for a long time? So they're going to put her out in 2 days, and then it's cold out there, so she's going to die. Ah, oh, mama, the COVID. Whoa, we need our rainbow house. We need our rainbow house. We
Mhm.
need our rainbow house. I need a facility. I don't know how else to help. I don't, the problem is so big.
I
And
know.
it's so big that a lot of people just ignore it because they just don't know what to do with it. And like Kimber getting so frustrated of why doesn't the city do something? And all of us just had to smile at her, kind of feeling sorry for her because we've already hit that acknowledgement.
Yeah.
But to watch somebody hit that of they don't want them there, they want them to go away. They don't provide for things like this. Our system is not set up for that. Our friend Cadillac is in trouble and does not have the money for what she needs. And
Right.
I'm doing a shameless call out for anybody in here that's from the upstate. Cadillac, our Waffle House Cadillac, the love of my life, needs us. They have a GoFundMe. And if you need help finding that GoFundMe, you contact Mocha, me, Lee, contact
Mhm.
whoever, and we will help you get in touch with Cadillac. She needs us now. I was thinking about her today, and for all of you that don't know who Cadillac is, she is the greatest human that ever lived. And for years and years and years and years, she took care of, watched over, kept us all safe. And I'm talking LGBT drag. I'm talking 3 o'clock in the morning in a redneck Waffle House. I'm talking in South Carolina. And Cadillac boy, let me tell you, short, little woman. And when they would come in there saying something about the drag or about gay people or whatever, she would kick them damn out. She was the best, always, always. If you remember her, you need to help her, and she needs things right now. Um, her lungs aren't going, and so yeah, we normally don't do that, but Cadillac is something. Whoa, the
Right.
rainbow
And
knows
like we've
Cadillac.
always said, even with one of our sponsors, our main thing is they've supported us for so long and now they're calling out for us. They've never asked for anything in return until
No, and
now.
she didn't ask. She's sick. She might not. She no. Her daughter posted.
Right.
Okay, and when I saw that, my heart said, "Nah, we know people. We know people that know Cadillac, and
Yeah.
Cadillac loved us all so very much. Love Mocha.
Mm-hmm.
She loved
Mm-hmm.
Mocha, and she loved my little Iz.
Mm-hmm.
She
A
know 'em
lot
all.
of y'all, even if you don't remember the name, I'm pretty sure you would remember the face.
Yeah,
Um, because you saw her. If you followed us from 29, or even some nights when we were out of town on the weekends, we would still just go up there. Because
and we
she
had
worked
good
the
fish
third
with her,
shift.
and
She
she
worked.
came to 29 to see you.
She did. I finally got her to come to 29, and I think she went there one time before to see like Odette or Big Shirley or some one of the other icons. Um, but she loves us dearly, and we really need to help her. So I do encourage
We
everyone
do.
who's watching to reach out. If you need a link, we're going to send it to you. So
Please,
make sure you send us a message.
please,
Dustin,
please.
I did see your comment. I'll put that back up just so because I don't want you to feel like we're ignoring you, because we do
No,
not ignore you. We Even if you send us a message and it's not instant, we will respond within just a few hours.
right.
Um,
We worked so hard in the early 90s with it. Yeah, and that's true. And everybody needs to think
mhm,
like that. Like think serious like that. I don't get the
yeah,
news or whatever, but I was doing some YouTubing the other day looking, and everybody, this shit's serious. It's so serious. Now remember, I wasn't just watching gossip because I don't do that. I was watching economics. Y'all do realize that the entire economic structure of
Travis,
the
are you?
planet has changed.
Wait, hold on,
As
Travis. Are you in here? I saw where you just commented and you deleted it. We can't. It's hard for us to see it on my
Travis,
page.
who? Oh, right. I didn't not.
Yeah, he commented. He said a hospital. It was something about a hospital shouldn't discharge if they have COVID or something like that. I did
Oh,
see it. I just now
oh,
saw it, Travis. I'm
he
sorry.
probably pulled it back because now he's talking state stuff. Um, no, no. Okay, Sherry. I don't think Cadillacs has to do with COVID. I think her has to do with COPD and other things. Um, I need to call her daughter and find out. It doesn't matter though. She's like an icon in
Thank
our
you, Jessica.
community. Like I don't know how to explain who she is. Like she's one of our greatest allies. Like she deserves a crown.
Right.
She 3 o'clock in the morning, boy. She
You know, like how society now has those icons. Well, that's what we mean when we talk about like a very important person that's made an impact on our community. So she is one of
huge.
our icons because she fought for our rights before a lot of y'all were born. So,
Exactly,
um,
exactly. And stuck by us regardless.
right,
Regardless. She didn't care what those people thought. She would put them in their place. And we knew that we were safe as LGBT. You could have been wasted, you could have been, it didn't matter. You were okay. If you
right.
got to that parking lot, you're good. Now, the cops between there and there, totally a different story. But if you could get to Cadillac, you were good. You were
And
good.
half the time, some of those cops would even, if they knew that you were from the club, would drop you off with Cadillac at the Waffle
Right,
House until you sobered up, just so you wouldn't have to go to jail.
right, exactly. Take them to Cadillac because Cadillac will take care of them. Yes, the universe, dear universe, please bless her and
So
keep her.
Sherry, we'll definitely put you down. Can one of you write her name down? And
Yeah, I'll put it. No, and I don't have anything. My back, I blew my back out, so Lee said I
I
could
think I
sit in my
got
room.
something to write on
Okay, you write it down. Lee gave me permission to sit in my room.
it. Lee.
I said, do I need to have to get up? Because my back, I threw my back out really bad. So I'm sitting on a heating
I'm
pad.
also going to need everyone who's watching to give us more topics because, as you see, some of our board members, like Lee, is very quiet, and we got to give him some topics to like get him to speak up a little bit.
I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work.
I don't
wake
care.
up
I
at
was up at
7.
I was up at 3. I don't want to hear it. Me and Bob got y'all. You saw when you got your emails, right? Like
We got.
4:10.
Wait a minute. There was an email.
No, not an email. Me talking in the
Oh yeah, I
messenger.
didn't pay attention.
Not at that time of the
Not
morning.
at time of the morning.
No, I'm up. But then I decided, this is another thing that we need to talk about is that, the pandemic thing is real. Let's go back to the economics. For everybody who thinks this is going away, okay, Sherry, our ambulance person, just let us know that they have now decided that all of the COVID patients are going to a certain hospital, and that way they'll leave the other hospitals for the other things. So the hospital system is restructuring themselves for this mess. That's how weird and big it is.
While we
Then,
have Sherry, are you still in here? If you are,
yes,
comment something so I know you're still in here. And I'll keep talking. If you're not, then I'll just move on. But I saw a picture the other day on Facebook of like a line of hospital, like a line of ambulances outside of a hospital in Greenville. And I just want you to be here to confirm that that picture is like a real thing, because the whole point of the meme was to point out if your grandfather has a heart attack or if you're eating and you decide to choke on something, you're going to have to wait in that line just to get into the emergency room. And that really was a very impactful picture. Sherry, that's what you're seeing, right? Because if you have watched our lives before, you definitely know that Sherry's the one that always is in here telling us that it's bad, and what we're saying is realistic. That COVID is real. You need to wear your mask.
right,
She's seeing it from the other side. So
right.
you're the
But what I
perfect
was
person
saying,
for me to ask about that issue
right.
or that meme.
And in the nerd thing, though, as far as the economics go, Amazon was kicking ass because of the infrastructure that they had already created prior to the pandemic. Now, as far as stocks and everything's going, Walmart is trying to keep up real hard, and now they're getting into the delivery. Target, however, is falling behind because they're not jumping on the wagon. So there is an entire shift in the economics of the world, not just here. We're talking globally. So for a company, now remember, you tell your boss you need off next Thursday, and it's a big damn deal. You tell something happens, and that company does whatever.
Oh,
This
Travis, you're back. I'm sorry to cut you off. Now we got
no
him.
good,
Travis, did you
good.
hear
We
me
thought we lost you.
about you before? I saw where you took your comment back off. We're just streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and my personal page. But right now, the only ones that can pop up on the bottom of it are if you're watching it from the Rainbow page. So it takes me a minute to look over to see. But Travis commented, I believe you're talking about Cadillac. He says, "Does she have home medical care?" Are you talking about
I don't know,
Cadillac?
but Travis, I forget about you, Mom. I, Lee, I needed to not be in my bedroom. Ow, hang on. Wait, I'm gonna go get favor.
Now you're gonna blame
Everybody,
me.
okay.
Look,
Now Lee and Mocha get to talk as I get to cripple into the other room. Hold, please.
Okay. But what we talked about. Okay. Right now, people in the hallways because the rooms are full. That's in Spartanburg. The same in Greenville.
well, I was just in the ER in Greenville. So they thought I had COVID because I have asthma and I was in pain and I wasn't breathing good. So they put me in the room and they came in full PPE and everything else, and they're looking at me, and the guy said, "Can you smell?" I was like,
You're
"Well,
right.
I can smell the inside of this mask just fine." And he said, "Can you taste?" And I was like, "Well, I
And
tasted
that's
my
another
monster."
one.
I was like, "I tasted my monster before I got here, so yeah." And
Good.
he's like, "I don't think you have COVID." And I was like, "I don't think I do either. Did they put me back here because they thought I had COVID because they like isolated me in a room?" And they're like, "Yeah." So they threw me in this room, and everybody's coming in full gear, have me hooked up to heart monitors and everything. And the doctor then ripped off all his PPE gear, and he's like, "I don't think you have COVID." And I'm like, they really put me back here thinking I had COVID because I have asthma? He's like, "I've been monitoring your like O2 levels. They're sitting at 99 the entire time." I'm like, "You really put me
Sherry
back here
said she
thinking."
never lost her taste either. Sherry said she never lost her taste or
Oh, and
whatever.
look, Travis, welcome to the Rainbow page. Yes, see, now I can see now your comments are a little bit more visible. See,
I know, because we're doing too many places.
right.
Okay, so what did Travis say about the COVID thing I was supposed to write down?
Well, see, they tested me. My test came back negative.
What did Travis say, Mama?
No, Sherry wanted you to email her about Cadillac.
Oh, Cadillac's GoFundMe.
Yes.
Oh no, that's it. Hang on. GoFundMe to Sherry. And no, he said something about the home. He wanted me to check
Oh,
on.
yes, the medical home care for. Does she have a medical care? Like,
Apparently,
does she
though,
have
just
home
like
medical
me.
care?
Okay, medical care, home medical care.
Yeah.
I will check that out, Travis, and then I will be in touch with you. This is awesome. See,
Right,
together we
Tessa.
can do anything.
For Sherry,
Together we.
mine felt like I was having appendicitis, and that's why I went to the hospital. And they thought I was having COVID symptoms.
Symptoms can mimic asthma. Okay.
But
Yeah.
I was just not. I was holding my breath from pain. That's what I do. That's my thing.
All right.
Like when I'm having really bad pain, I hold my breath. So they were like, "Oh well, you have COVID symptoms." No, I don't.
No, I don't. Like me, I'll be coughing and everybody looks and I'm like, no, I smoke. I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm not.
I don't smoke. I'm holding my breath because I hurt.
Well, that's true.
Okay, so now that we have about 20 minutes left, I'm going to kind of switch gears. I do want to
VP.
go back to
Sorry.
re-talk about Operation Elf. We did want to rethank everybody, but I also wanted to show you because, like Kim talked about, you don't really get to see like what we put in the bags. So here's a picture, and this is a lot of the item. This is actually a good summary. It's not exactly what each bag got because there's a variety, but as you see, we have blankets, we had emergency blankets, we had feminine products, we had toothpaste, we had razors, we had lotion, we had body wash, we had ponchos, we had face masks, we had washcloths. We Y'all, everyone who donated, we as a community did very fabulous job putting things together, and we gave every single one of them away.
Yes.
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 Just a closer look, because we do like to. I like how each year we're gonna see how each bag differs. So, I like to take lots of pictures. And Kim, you
It
asked for a
did.
calendar earlier, so we have a calendar. What date did we talk? What date did you need a calendar for?
The 28th. Look at you go, Mocha.
Mm-hmm.
The 28th. We're gonna go hiking. Everybody's gonna have to take their own vehicles, like we talked about.
Okay, so
We do.
that's Sunday.
That way, I know you don't work. Lee doesn't work. Tessa, get it off. Period.
Point blank.
Tell your boss. Say, Kim said, and I'll go in and talk to them. I will.
Okay, and now
I'll say,
next, real quick, just because we only have a few minutes left and I have
no,
a
go
lot to
ahead.
cover.
No,
So,
cover it.
this picture was a very important picture that I wanted everyone to look at because it speaks volumes. If suicide ever crosses your mind, just know I'd rather listen to your story than attend your funeral. And that is a very, very important statement that we here at the Rainbow have to make sure you get across. Now I'm bringing this up because if you feel like you're having a hard time with everything that's going on, we are revamping the way that we do meetings. We're offering a virtual Zoom meeting. It's a Zoom-like meeting. It's on WebEx. But we'll give you all of those details when you tell us you're interested. So if you want to join, remember we talked about this the last live video. We do this the second Tuesday of every month, just like we had physically. And the way that we're revamping it is kind of clashing together that virtual need, but still bring together that togetherness. Remember, we started this in an apartment on the couch. Well, technically now we can still do that. If you want to attend these Zoom meetings in your pajamas because you're still in the bed, by all means, you can do that. Now, nobody is going to be naked. Nobody is going to be mean. Nobody is going to be, we're going to have all kinds of like standards.
No, because like Mocha found out, the reason why we're doing it this way is so that Mocha has the power to yank.
Yeah.
If anybody's rude or abrasive or attacks anyone or is not doing community things, you will be removed. Okay, this is a safe place, and the Rainbow will not be involved in anything that has any type of bullying, negativity, or naked people.
Oh, well, yes.
No naked.
At least in this situation, we get nudists and we totally respect you, but
I do. I do. We just can't do it. Now, if you're a nudist and you can keep it below, then
see,
I guess that's your thing. Right. Just remember, we're not nudists. And
Bye,
this
Dustin.
isn't,
I just saw your comment. Sorry.
and this isn't a nudist website, so I'm not bashing your lifestyle. I'm just
But like I said, the reason that we're revamping it is because we want to bring back that I want to bring back the coming out stories. We had 3 months in a row where everyone would just come in and share your coming out story. I understand that you cannot do that on live, but you can in these private Zoom meetings where you're going to
Correct.
see everyone who's listening. You're going to see everyone who's in them. They're not
Because like
recorded.
Sherry's been trying to talk, and Travis has been trying to talk, and Dustin's been trying to talk. But when we're in these rooms, it'll be from 6 to 7, second Tuesday. So it'll be this coming Tuesday. If you want to go in, you need to let us know so we can send you an invite, and then we can all go in together. But in there, we can also talk about some of our more sensitive topics that we can't cover online because we can't control the audience.
Right.
Okay, what we do
Or
on
it's a
here,
sensitive topic and it needs to be discussed in privacy.
or in depth more.
Yeah.
Than what we do on here, because we kind of touch topics on here for
And
you
for
to
Kim and our
research.
sake, for all of our board members' sakes, you actually get to see when we put an idea out there, you will be there to give us an opinion. We won't have to wait for you to direct message us. You'll be able to say it, and then we'll be able to hear it. It's just like we're right now with me, Kim, and Lee, except it's going to be in a room and we'll be talking to each other, which is what Kim and I miss. Like, we're still talking to y'all, but we want you to also talk back to us.
Exactly. And I want to see your face, like when you get upset or when you're sad or if you're happy. I want to be able to see you and talk to you. Dustin, what's going to happen is I need your email address. So message me in Messenger and send me your email address. And that way I'll start a list, and on that day I'll invite by your email. Or I think I can send it now that I've got it already set up for the meeting thing. I think I can add you now because I sent it to the board to test it. Did you receive your thing?
I'm not sure if it works yet.
No, it went yours. I sent yours to the RSG. Lee, did you get yours?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so the link is in there, right?
Where is our email?
Yep, we're up and running then. Okay, Dustin, all I need is your email, buddy.
And
now,
you
if
can
you
either
want
message us on Facebook, or you can go to the website that's scrolling across the bottom, and then in just a few seconds, Lee's going to put the one that has our email attached to it if you want to send us an email, and then we can shoot you one right back.
We have them with our... there it is.
Yeah, and that's actually...
Now,
okay, that
I
one's
made
actually,
these, right?
Now, Lee, does that allow you to invite on there as well?
I mean, I have access to it, so I can invite.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, when we send this invite to, say, Dustin, and if Dustin wants to invite someone he knows, does he have the ability to do that from his link? No, it has to be invited from my link on that thing, or whoever signs into the Rainbow.
Yeah, because it's kind of like you have to reserve. That's why we need to... It'll let us know who's going to attend. That way, we kind of have some control over it. Because, people have said, well, why can't we do a messenger call? Well, that's that reason right there, is because everyone would just add random people. And we also have rules and regulations that the Rainbow must follow, and we're going to do that. So
I mean, that's true too.
That's the best platform that we're going to do it with.
Check your email.
Yeah,
Dustin, I just got a message too. So he just messaged us on the Rainbow page.
Okay.
Oh, and his email. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, excellent.
We got it.
So and remember, the Rainbow is the Rainbow, and we usually mess everything up. Yeah. So just like normal in the real world,
and this is new. So you'll be testing it with us this time. So see that togetherness? This is doing that togetherness. Y'all are going to test it with us.
I have experience with WebEx because that's what I use at work.
Cool.
Yeah.
So,
cool. I want to make it as easy as possible for the people so that this can become easy to do. And then we'll promote. Now, remember, back in the old days before COVID, we did a meeting from 6 to 7 at some local establishment like Panera's or whatever.
Hi, Sheila.
And then after that, Mocha and I would go live with a recap of the meeting. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Love you too.
Oh, thank you for all of your donations, Mom.
Yeah, I was about to say, you weren't here when we were talking, but we just thanked everyone who donated.
Yes, and
Mocha's
Mocha's mom.
Back up.
Mocha's mom did a lot, and she's a rock
when we talked
star.
about this.
Mm-hmm.
So we just
Do you
talked
see
about
that?
it.
Yeah.
You'll have to go back, and when we put the video up, you'll have to stop by and look at it, Mom.
Yeah. Yeah. We did a really good job, and thank you very much, Mocha's mom. Mocha's mom.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mom.
Also, so that's the Zoom meetings. If you want more information, send us a message, and we'll answer them.
And we need your email. That's what we need to send you an invite for that day.
Did you have anything for condoms with Kim?
Nothing new, just wear them. Remember, we did find out that don't think that trans people don't have an issue with HIV, STIs, all that good stuff. Condoms and barriers are very important to our trans community. Please take care of yourself. Remember all the little facts that we told you about. If you have any questions about toys or what you can use on them or can't use on them, you can give us a message. We can go through that. Remember, don't put silicone with silicone because it
Hey,
eats it
stranger.
and it's not good. Oh, wow. Hey, Damien.
I know, stranger. Well, I see
Wow.
you every time I go to
I
Spencer's.
know. No, they're stalking. They're stalking. I watch them. I watch it. They got a new dog that grew up and everything.
I didn't know he worked at one of my favorite stores. So
I know. See, we're stalking you, Damien. So you might have let go for a minute, but we didn't. No, we're the upstate stalkers. That's us. So once we love you, we always love you, and we want to make sure that you're doing well. So we do stalk you. It sounds terrible, but it's actually a good thing. What was I gonna say? What is this?
condoms with Kim, you didn't have any.
Oh,
Hi, Deborah.
what were we talking about? We were talking about silicone with silicone. Make
I went
sure
to
that
school with Damien. Oh yes, I believe Damien told me that, Mom.
yes. Yes. Remember that condoms and lube are not separate items. They're sold separately, but they're actually one unit. They're supposed to be used together. They need to be used together. And it's the best way to protect yourself, your partner, everything is to do them correctly. I did find out somebody had a problem with latex and they had a problem with silicone and they can't do that. So it was suggested water-based lube and glass toys. Look them up. Look them up. It's an option if plastic isn't for you. And some of them are really cool and pretty, just to let you know.
Yes.
I mean, really, they're really beautiful. What else? Okay, so HIV, more prevalent in the HIV, especially people of color. Be careful, take care of yourself, your beautiful self. What else did we learn? We learned about condoms. We learned about lube. We learned about toys. Don't use soap on your toys. Do not get special cleanser for your toys. What, Lee?
I learned something.
What did we learn?
That if a condom falls off, it's too small.
I've never.
It's too big.
It's too big. I've never heard of that being a problem.
Too big. I was about to say too small. No, I've seen it go around a watermelon.
They need to use a smaller one. They're trying to use one that's too big and make themselves.
Right. So yeah, if it falls off, there are different sizes.
But it won't work.
But
I'm sorry it's uncomfortable. However, okay, it's what we got.
Look at the overall picture. Remember, sometimes with certain situations, it's easier to look at it from a bigger
Good night,
point
Sherry.
of view.
I'll be in touch with you for that.
Good night,
yes,
Sherry.
but masks are uncomfortable for me, Mocha. Masks are uncomfortable for me. I hate them. I'm glad that I don't have a normal job. I could not wear them for 8 hours, but I can wear them for a little while. Okay, I know you don't like them, but it keeps you safe, just like a mask. You might not like wearing the mask. I don't. Lee knows. They've all seen me. I have such bad lungs anyway, and I can't handle things around my neck or around my face. Putting that on my face makes me crazy and I can't breathe. And because I can't breathe in my head, I can't breathe. So then by the time 5 minutes goes by, I got to get it off my face. Okay. I understand you don't want the condom on, just like the mask. But by me wearing the mask and being a little bit uncomfortable, I'm keeping me safe and you safe. Same with the condom. It's uncomfortable, but if you're paying attention to what you're doing, I really don't think you're going to pay attention to that part. Unless you're doing it wrong. And, you should really be busy thinking about other things. But anyway, stay safe.
Did you hear? Is that so that was all of condoms with him?
I think, is that all we covered last year? Like, there's nothing new.
Well, if you did, then I'm going to end with Moments with Mocha, and then.
Okay, good. Yeah, no, we're good.
So if you watched our flyer, we're going to
Don't forget
talk
about sponsors when you're done.
We only have about 5 minutes left, so I'm going to try to summarize it. We're going to talk about the symptoms of stress. I know we talked about stress relief, but within this, we can also talk about the symptoms. Because some people don't know that these off feelings that you're experiencing can come from stress. Some underestimate stress. The symptoms of stress vary enormously from one sufferer to the next, as well as among the range of specific triggers. Generally, stress is manifested as some kind of pain, which we may think of as bringing us a message that we need to change something within ourselves. Often, if we are stressed, a perfectly ordinary problem will seem unsolvable, and the smallest of tasks will daunt us. One person may feel constantly tired. Another will have phantom aches, while a third might fly into a rage. So just right there, everybody experiences stress differently. I want you to keep that in mind. Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
We do not need to be doctors to diagnose stress, nor do we need special skills to treat it. If we can discover the real causes, then ultimately we can cure ourselves. So as long as we never slip into the habit of regarding stress as a natural part of everyday life, or as a mean to gain sympathy or even praise. And I think a lot of us right now are trying to accept stress as a natural part of life. And that's a very, very hard thing to get away from. The first step toward combating stress is to accept that it exists as a result of our lifestyles or attitudes. It is not an indication of any inherent failures or shortcomings we may believe we have. Increasingly, we are expected to be good at everything, not just at work and in the home, but also in the garden, when planning vacations, even while relaxing. We often hear people say that they work better under pressure. We may even find ourselves habitually leaving things until the last minute as if to ensure the pressure will motivate us. And I am a victim of that, and I will come clean. I do sometimes work better under stress, but I should not put my body through that.
Procrastination. I'm awful. Awful.
Right. These are the signs that we are dependent on adrenaline for our performance. This may be tolerable for a while, but as many will testify, it eventually leads to an extreme form of stress that we have come to call burnout. Some say that if we push ourselves within our limits, we may find success. But if we push ourselves to our limits, we will certainly find stress and know its effects on our health. Ultimately, it helps to accept that life will trigger many moments of stress, but whatever happens in those trigger moments, they will not be the same cause. The ultimate relaxation follows the realization that we are the cause of our own stress. It's not what seems to happen to us or around us that makes us feel stressful. It's how we perceive and respond to people and events that causes all our moments of anxiety, anger, or sadness. While this may seem to fly in the face of what we have learned to believe about the necessity and inevitability of stress, it presents us with the possibility of our eventual freedom and the promise of a truly relaxed way of life.
Yes, I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. It really does. It is about your perception. That half full we've been talking about is like legit shit. It sounds so cliche. Okay, it really does.
Mhm.
It really does on your perception of things, just like with the homeless in Operation Alf. Okay, in our world, we could have thought, well, I drive a shitty car and I need new tires and I don't really have the coat that I want. And I sure would like to have some more money, you know? And then you go spend a day with the homeless in the rain
Mhm.
and the cold, and you realize, whoa, I'm a king. I have warmth and clothes and food and anything that I want, I can have basically. Um, yes, perception. But sometimes I think we do need to step outside of our bubbles and listen to the plights of others so that we can get our perception in check.
Right.
Okay, if you think that we learned that with Black Lives Matter. Okay, I mean, we should have already known, but that was a perception shift for a lot of people.
Mhm.
They hadn't seen it, they hadn't looked, they hadn't noticed, they weren't aware. Okay, and then when they got aware, they're like, whoa, you mean I didn't see this? No, you weren't looking. You were looking over here.
And it's
You
the
weren't
same way
looking
with
over here.
stress. Once you look
Right.
at it, once you identify it, then you can approach it in the right way and deal with it
Right.
accordingly. Now, if you
And
have any of
once,
these symptoms, you could be having an issue with stress. And maybe some of these tips will help you.
yeah, now on and once you've realized that you are showing signs of symptoms of stress, remember this, that the pandemic has given us time. Take time, relieve your stress, find some skills. We showed you some yoga, some counting techniques. We showed you to cook and things like that to do. You can also look up on YouTube. I was looking through YouTube the other day and they had some great stress videos as well, Mocha, on just like that calming background noise and then somebody's voice saying, you know, let that go and release whatever. Okay, it was really good. And it was just breaking that stress a little bit, just validating it and giving yourself a break.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, I like your moments with Mocha.
Well, let's go over some of the symptoms we might experience.
Okay.
When we feel stressed, our predicament tends to be reflected in certain here we go,
Okay.
psychological symptoms whose significance we may not fully understand. These tongue twisters. These are signs that we should reevaluate our priorities, our body, or our state of mind. It may be telling us that something needs to change. Listed here are some telltale signs that are most often encountered. So these are not the only symptoms, but these are some of the most common. So number one is loneliness. We may feel isolated from friends and family or have a lasting sense of being lonely in a crowd, quote unquote. Loneliness is a symptom of stress, and I don't think a lot of people knew that. I didn't.
Lonely.
I thought it was like a
Lonely.
I thought it was like a personal problem, for
Me
me to
too.
feel lonely.
Me too.
Insecurity. We may suddenly feel shy or exposed around people with whom we are usually filled with confidence, or we may believe that we are always being judged or criticized. Another symptom of stress. The first two, loneliness and insecurity, I have never associated with stress. I've always associated it with the personal issue.
With behavior.
Loss of concentration and memory. We may find it hard to recall recent conversations or promises. We may often feel confused, so that understanding and retaining information could also be very difficult. Loss of concentration and memory. Not answering the telephone. We could lack interest in others and fight off their concern. Fatigue, sleeping difficulties. Although we may feel constantly tired, we could also find it impossible to get sleep. Tears and mood swings. One of the most common symptoms is that we cry easily. We may also be prone to mood swings, bouts of exhilaration alternating with dejection. So like mood swings. Have you ever just like felt happy and then all of a sudden just one thing can change your whole mood? Could be something that elevated your stress level. Impatience. We could find ourselves flying off the handle at any moment for trivial reasons, or we may snap at people too quick to assume that they are accusing us. Restlessness. We could have difficulty sitting still over even me, like I'm not restless. Like I think that is one thing that I am constantly picking up on, because either I'm shaking my leg or always moving my thing. Like now I noticed I've had this for a while, but what if it is just a big symptom that if I'm always stressed out and I always am impatient, or am I always restless? That could make sense. And then every time I pick up on these signs, then I can be like, something in this situation is stressing me out and something needs to change. Obsessive working. Treating work as a refuge can be a stress symptom, although stress can also manifest itself as absenteeism. That's something Kim does. When she gets stressed out, she bothers herself with work and work and work to pile on top of it so she don't have to think about it.
It's exactly what I do. And I was thinking of that when you said that. That's what I did for 2020. I mean, literally, but it saved me. Okay, I was busy 10 to 12 hours a day, every day, doing work for the Rainbow all year long. Okay, we were either dealing with crises or we were coming up with new plans, but Mocha is right. And then when I look at it, but all of this applies to me, Mocha.
I know, like
all of it. Now, did I know I was stressed out? No. Well, yeah, because we all are. Like, we all are because of the pandemic. It's just a
right.
stressful fucking thing. It's just awful.
And
okay,
now
so
we just have to be able to identify these symptoms, and every time it happens, realize that it's something in your current situation, and if you can change it, do it so it helps you in the long run. Hi Sheila. Tell Sheila we said hello.
Hello to everyone. Hello to everyone. And I hope everyone's well. And we have kind of shoved a bunch of information today. That's funny. I didn't think we were going to be able to pull anything off. Remember, Tuesday, we have a live. We're offering you a WebEx meeting from 6 to 7. If you would like to be included, we want you to be included. Please send us your email through either message Mocha, Lee, Tessa, me to the rsgsc@gmail.com through Messenger, however you want to get us your email. And then we'll send you an invite on Tuesday and we'll have a face-to-face kind of thing. It'll be a new world, but it's fun. We did it. We tested it a week or so ago and very much enjoyed it. They very much enjoyed being able to talk. Here, we can talk to you, but me and Mocha and Lee, we're talking. And then we kind of read what you say and catch up with you. So but it'll put you on this level.
It's different when you hear someone's own words with their voice.
Right. And to see how they're feeling.
When I feel stressed, I listen to music that makes me feel good, or I go for a walk and talk it out with myself. See, those are some of the things that we can do to relieve stress. Very much so. See, Damien. See, right now, if we were in a Zoom meeting, then Damien could elaborate about a time that made him stressed out, and then if you wanted to talk about how he fixed out of it, and then, if Kim and I don't have anything that can help people, maybe and Damien could, something Damien shared. He could help you. And that's another thing, another advantage to why we're revamping the way we do it.
Right.
Remember, that's Tuesday. Also, real quick, let's talk about our sponsors. Our first one, our biggest supporter, not just as in the rainbow, but like as the LGBT community, even the community as a whole, because you don't have to be gay just to have their support or their
Right.
love. They've supported us for many, many years.
Right.
They've attended every prods. They have resource. They have a resource wall as soon as you walk in and go over. Anything that you could possibly need is on that bulletin board. And if it's not, you can ask them, and they'll try their best to help you. Right now, they're struggling, so they need our help. They did a call out. We talked about Cadillac earlier, but this is also another big supporter of our community, another icon. And that was Out of Bounds, and they're located in Greenville. Please stop by. They need our help. Do you want to talk about the Amaryllis Counseling?
Amaryllis. Amaryllis Health Counseling Service out of Greer, South Carolina, founded by LGBT members for LGBT members. If you have any issues with, I don't want to go for mental health help because I'm afraid they're not going to understand my LGBTness, or they're going to call me the wrong gender, or they're not going to understand. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. You can find them on our website. Please go to our business partners page link and click them, tab, and then click the link, and it'll take you to them. And then the third one is Carolina Partners.
Carolina Partners. Lee, do you want to talk about them?
Soil.
Yes. But
Insurance.
no, but it's Carolina Partners.
I'm only
out
picking
of,
on Lee because if y'all watched the live earlier, I was like, he is so quiet. We got to get him to talk.
and he still doesn't. So he stayed the whole time. And I just sent him a message. I said, Lee, pull your head out. He's just sitting there. All you see is the top of his head.
We are
Going
giving him
on
props
Wix.
for staying on with us, though. We know that lives are difficult, and
I was taking care of Wix.
it also
They are.
it also brings me up another thing. Do not be nervous about being on camera with us in these Zoom meetings. You don't have to look professional. You don't have to come as your authentic self, and your input will be welcome. And you don't even have to talk if you don't want to. You could just sit there on camera and listen. You don't even have to be on camera if you don't want to, because you can call and just listen to us and talk when you want to.
Right, because you can turn your camera off and on.
Right. But
Okay,
yes,
so you
Lee
have.
was right.
Oh, this is going to be exciting. I'm excited. Y'all better send me your emails. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. And remember, we can do this with people in other countries. Okay, now you guys in other countries, you'd have to be on at our time. So whatever time this is in your world.
Right.
Like,
We're
I
on
don't
the
know
Eastern
that
time zone, so you can
of the United
Google
States,
your time, put your time in, and see what time it will be when
right.
we
And you
start
could
at
wake up
6 or we
maybe,
start
join
at,
us. We
what
need to
time would we
contact
say we're
Jen.
starting? We're starting at 7.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
so
6.
you'd have to look
6 for the meeting, 6 to 7, and then 7 to 8 for the live.
I mean, 7's gonna be better if I have to work, but 6 for the meeting. So Kim's doing the meeting if I'm late from work by yourself. Y'all will have to fill me in
because
by the
it's
time we
tax
do
season,
live on
and that is our
Facebook.
4th sponsor. The 4th
Um,
sponsor is, where's my
Wait a
business
minute,
card?
we still got to talk about Dole. Lee was right. Dole is with Carolina Partners, and that is Care with an E. He's an insurance guy. If you have any questions about insurance, he can answer them for you. And if he doesn't have the answer, he can find the right person to send you to.
And now our 4th one is World Finance. Now we are waiting
Yep.
for a link.
Yep.
Remember what I told you. They do taxes and loans, but if you mention Kim Williams and Princess Mocha when getting your taxes done, they will donate $10 to the Rainbow for every one they get. So please say Kim Williams and Princess Mocha. And Lee, we need to get this on the website so that they can click this. And then we can raise money we can get your taxes done. You can spend some time with Princess Mocha.
You can even come in
and
to get a free estimate. You don't have. You can come in, bring your W-2s. Remember, we're the one on the west side. Bring your W-2s. Miss Jamie can look at them, give you a free estimate, and can take it, like if you have a personal tax prep, you can take it to them and get an estimate, and you can balance to see who can get you more money. But I will tell you, Miss Jamie's really good right now. She's number 3 within our company within the state, so she's been able to get a lot back to you. That is definitely accurate. A lot of these places charge you out enormous amounts of money just to do your taxes. Don't let them get you over. Also, this local branch, the one that I work, is the first one to attend a prod in, I think she said, 62 years. So they're supporting us, and we need to support them as well.
Exactly. So they will be on our website this week.
Yeah.
We got to get the link to Lee so that he can upload that. And
you don't
then
even
you'll
have to come in the office to do your taxes. We can send you a link. You can send us your documents and have it out.
Exactly. They'll make it as easy as possible. And remember, we know the LGBT is that one-click community.
Yep.
We're trying to make everything as easily available to you as possible. And so there's that for you. We will have that up this week. All the people that I said I'm going to get in touch with about the GoFundMe for Cadillac, I'll let you know. Travis, I'll let you know about Cadillac as well. Yeah, we'll get Cadillac taken care of. She's one of our, like, I know it's funny, like a Dolly Parton kind of, if that makes sense to you.
Die.
What?
My iPad's about to die.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, we're done anyway. Mama, it's 20 minutes after.
Yes. Message us, and we will see you on Tuesday.
We will see you on Tuesday.